Hi, Luke here at CatsandCarp.com, and I'm going to show you a little bit about fish care. I'm going to show you how to properly hold a fish. And Nathan here is going to help me demonstrate. So, different fish can be held different ways. So, lipping a bass, that's completely okay, as long as you lip it vertically. When you hold a bass, you want to hold it straight up and down. If you hold it like this, you can break its jaw, okay? Hold it straight up and down, okay. This also works for catfish. So catfish and bass have really strong lower jaws. They can support that weight. If you start getting a real trophy fish, maybe you don't want to do that. Like 60-pound catfish, maybe not as good of an idea to hold it this way, okay? But if you hold it sideways, you can still use lipping it to control the fish, but support it like this so that its jaw isn't bent down like that, okay? Carp, don't lip a carp, okay? Don't do this. Carp don't have as strong of jaws. If you do this, you can break the carp's jaw. Hold the carp like this. Support it under its head, support it under the anal fin. You're in a good position. Do this while you're kneeling over an unhooking mat. And that way, if the fish flops, it's not as bad as if you drop it on from 6 feet up, or drop it onto the rocks or whatever. Now, if you don't have an unhooking mat, lots of things will work. A baby's changing mat will do. Also, unhooking mats work really good as baby changing mats. A little cheap yoga mat. But if really push comes to shove and you happen to catch a carp and you don't have an unhooking mat, pick your spots. Where are you going to unhook it? Can you do it in the water? Unhook them in the water and hold them over the water. Can you do it over some really soft, dense grass? Or, keep away from rocks and keep them out of the mud and that sort of thing. So pick your spots and be conscious of that. It'll be a little bit better for the fish. So when you're holding a fish, like I said, support them under the body, okay? And like this, and if the fish starts to wiggle, you can just roll them into your arms, okay? So you can support them. And always be kneeling so that if you drop them, it's not as big of a deal. Another thing too, never hold a fish by the gills like that, okay? It's not good for the fish. Larger fish just can't support the weight, and you'll see this, like people pick up a big 30-pound grass carp or a catfish or a stripe, or sometimes you pull up by the gills and you'll hear a cracking noise, and you go, oh crap, Don't learn that the hard way, okay? Just take my word for it. Don't pick fish up by the gills. Big fish, it'll start breaking bones and cartilage. And even with little fish, it's not a good idea, because if you hit any of those gills, you can start the fish bleeding out. You can damage the respiratory system. It's like sticking your fingers in someone's lungs. You can get away with it sometimes, but it's just not worth the risk. If you want to take a really good picture of a fish, it's also good to be conscious of how you hold the fish. If you want to take a good picture, okay, you can kneel down like this, okay? Put your elbows on your knees, and you hold the fish out in front. You want the fish to be the focus of the picture, okay? So keep the fish where the back of the fish is about level with your shoulders, okay? You want the fish about level with the camera, and it makes a much better fish picture. Okay? When you hold the fish like this, you rest your forearms or your elbows on the tops of your knees, and you can hold it really steady, even if it's a heavy fish. By resting your elbows on your knees, you can easily hold larger fish. This right here is about a 30-pounder, no problem. This technique even works on fish as big as 80 pounds. This unhooking mat is made by NGT. It's got these little bean bags in it, a little carrying handle. It's great for carrying the carp from the water's edge to where you're going to do your photos and unhook them. And it also makes a good toy for the children. And it's got this non-permeable surface, so the fish slime doesn't come off as much. But once again, you can use pretty much anything that's soft and non-permeable as an unhooking mat. I think I bought this one for 19 bucks from BigCarpTackle.com. but you can get them cheaper than that, and you can make them cheaper than that. Do you guys like to fish?
Yeah! Yeah, Daddy!
If you want to learn more about fish care, check out a video by catsandcarp.com and this video by Brian Wieger's YouTube channel about carp fishing. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.